Tuesday. This video is coming to you live, just so you know. Want to make sure everyone knows this is not a deep fake AI. This is really me, and this is really live on a Tuesday. So my name is Daniel McCrane with McCrane Associates, and small business owners choose to work with us to increase their profitability, expand their scalability, and solidify their legacy. And we guarantee our work in those areas. So today, let's talk about what happens when two companies go through a merger. And actually, this could happen with an acquisition too, and we don't have to be specific. Could be a merger or an acquisition. But something that you need to think about is how will you handle employee concerns when there is a merger or an acquisition taking place? Now, when it's a merger, two companies are coming together, of course, and they are forming a new company. They usually leave behind the previous names that they had. And so they form a new name, a new company, new culture, everything all comes together as new. So that's one particular approach where you need to be concerned about your employees, making sure that their concerns are met and addressed. The other situation would be where one company is acquiring another. And generally speaking, the employees of the company that are doing the acquiring feel pretty solid because they know our company is buying your company. I've been here for a while. I'm pretty sure I'm safe. It would be the employees in the company being acquired that might have some concerns about what's going to happen next. So in both situations, regardless, you have employees who are concerned about what's going to happen during that process of the merger or the acquisition. You need to take the time to address the employee concerns when it's time to make the announcement to the employees to say, hey, we've entered into this agreement. It's looking pretty serious. We're in the final stages of due diligence. We're trying to decide whether we're actually going forward, but things are looking pretty serious like this is going to happen. That's when you need to start finding out how your employees feel about that. You need to make the announcement to them, let them know that something is coming. Uh, Look, we're human beings, and human beings do not like change. We are all creatures of habit. And I shouldn't say we don't like change. We like change if it's to our benefit. We don't like change if we don't know what's coming. It's really the whole idea of the unknown that we don't like. Another thing about human beings, and especially as adults, this is something I've learned over the time. We all like to feel like we are experts in our area. And when you tell your employees, hey, we're going through a merger, we're going through an acquisition, things are going to change. Well, now they start to fear that maybe they won't be an expert doing their thing anymore because we're going to change their job on them. We're going to change the systems. We're going to change the location. So they don't feel like an expert. No one will ever say that, but that's a concern that you need to consider while you're announcing this to your employees and while you're listening to them. They're going to have concerns about pay rate, employee benefits, time off. They're going to have all those concerns about those employee benefits and employee issues. You need to take the time to listen to those, seriously consider them. If you have answers, give them. If you don't, acknowledge that and say, that's great. We're still in the process of discovering that, but thank you for your concern and your suggestion. We will take that into consideration. Because otherwise, what will happen is, like I said, people say they don't like change. And so if you give them too much change all at once, some people will revolt and they'll just walk out the door. And then you potentially lose this valuable employee that you had, someone who knows what they're doing. They know the customers, they know the business, they know the systems. So you lose a lot of their experience and their expertise. So navigating the employee concerns is a very important part of what you need to consider going through a merger or an acquisition. And if there is one area where I see the majority of companies fail during mergers and acquisitions, I mean, even if the merger or the acquisition is actually consummated and goes through and everything is finally done, the one area I see constantly forgotten, or where uh, things just fall through the cracks, is employee concerns. You must address your employee concerns. You must find a way to bring them along so they can continue to tribute to the organization the way that they have been. You want to retain as many of those people as possible. All right, so much more that I could say. Got to stop there for today. So, with that,